Guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. Earlier this morning I was out in the woods doing the Knife of the Year video, and it was wet, it was snowy, it was everything, and I threw my bag down and the bag got wet. All the knives were wet when I put them away. I don't know if you can see the moisture that's on the Winkler knife. Let's see this one here. This, yeah, oh yeah, lots of water on that one. And then this is the 2022 Knife of the Year, and it has moisture all up and down the blade. There you go. And then this, of course, is the Ultimate Survival Tips Pack 1 that I could feel it's really wet. And about right now, I'd be like in panic mode. Here's the TM Hunt Yuma. It is got a lot of moisture on it. And oh, you know what? I don't know if I want to put this in there or not. This is my lavalier. It didn't get any moisture on it, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I think I could probably put this in there too. But anyway, you remember earlier this week we dropped that video on Battle Box mission number 95. And I know people are going to ask me about this, and I can talk about that later. But in mission number 95, which, by the way, if you're not a Battle Box fan, you ought to check them out, because mission number 95 had some pretty dope stuff in it. You know, if that's really a word I can use. But in it was the Bone-Dri bag that is a rescue bag for wet sidearms. This size for sidearms. I'm not going to put a sidearm in it. I got wet knives, and according to everything that I have read and everything I've heard, and I'm going to go ahead and put these knives in here. Now I can't put them all in like this, but I'm going to put the shorter ones in and just kind of make them diagonal. And I'll end up cutting. Look at that! I just cut that. Look. These knives are sharp. So, well, maybe I won't put it in like that. But the idea is that this bag is capable, and what I'm going to do here, I don't even know if this one will fit. I hope it does. So I'll put it in big to small. This will dry, it will wick, it'll evaporate all the moisture, take all the moisture out of the knives, and rescue them so they don't get rusty, all right? And what I'm going to do for you is, oh, look at that, I can put that strap on there. What I'm going to do for you is put this bag in here, and I'm going to leave it in here for 24 hours. Well, maybe not 24, because I got a busy schedule tomorrow morning. And I'm going to leave them. I'm not putting anything on these, and when I open these up, I might be the saddest person in the world if there's even a spot of rust on my knives. I lose sleep over that. So you guys just hang tight, and I'll be back in tomorrow and see just how well this bag works. See you then. Guys, as I said, 24 hours later, that's where we're at. I've not opened this bag, so together we're going to see if this bag delivers like it's supposed to. Again, this is the Bone-Dri, and it is a rescue bag for wet sidearms, but I put blades in here that you saw yesterday, so let's just, wish we had a drum roll, but we don't. We're going to open this dude up. Wow. The first one I pulled out, if you remember right, this was the pack 1, and it was really wet. There's nothing wet about this knife. This is the Yuma from TM Hunt. It was all wet. It is not wet at all. The one that I'm really interested in seeing is the one from Grayman because it was absolutely wet, and those are very susceptible to rust. This is the LT Wright. Bone-Dri, just like it said. I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed. This is a Daniel Winkler field knife. If you remember right, this one had a lot of moisture in it, especially down here. The scales, that's an area that always concerns me. If scales aren't on like they should be, moisture will get down in there, but this thing is very dry. Now, this is the one that was really concerning to me. Look at that. That too is absolutely bone dry. Wow, I'm impressed. Again, this came in Battle Box mission number 95, and we get that question all the time: is Battle Box worth it? Listen, you saw, go to mission number 5. We dropped that probably, I don't know, a week ago or whatever. I can't remember. But this was in that. This was in the Pro Box, and the total value on that box was well over $300, and you were in it for $169.99. So that's Battle Box. But not only do you get numerous pieces of gear within the Battle Box, but then you get stuff like this that is an absolute premium find. Now, what I do, yeah, man, I really like that. So this will be on my list of things to look at on their website, because I haven't even done that yet. So what I'm going to do now, because some of these, this is a 1095 knife, this is not 1095, but it is a high carbon steel, and of course the Winkler knife is. These two of these are stainless, but what I do, this is bush butter from Wood Tramp Gear, and I've told you before, I use that on all my blades, and even though this is dry, it is going to get some bush butter all up on it. Let an exposed edge, right? This will get it also. And when you put bush butter on a blade, I'm telling you, you're protecting it. And it's just not about the blade itself. But also whatever scales that might be on there. Yeah. That's great. And the Winkler. You're going to want some bush butter as well. So, and there's wood scales on here, and I've told you this is good for wood as well. And this isn't an advertisement for bush butter. I'm just telling you, this is what I've used. I've used it since I was a little kid, right? And all you do is you rub this with your hands, and it emulsifies the beeswax that's in here. That's one of the ingredients. It emulsifies it all together and drives it down into the pores of wood, of leather. It coats all types of steels, whether it's a knife, a saw, a hand tool, garden tools, whatever. Put bush butter on hinges, on springs, whatever. Zipper pulls. You won't believe how many people have used this. I told you, I don't know if I told you now, I told you in one of the videos that I met Larry Roberts that was on the Alone series, and I gave him some bush butter, and he come back to me the next day because he told me his tent zipper was full of sand. He used bush butter and his tent zipper was like new. Now, although these are stainless blades, just to help it feel a little love, I'm going to put some on the edge of that blade, but then these micarta scales love bush butter, right? Okay, look at that. Absolutely. If you want to know where that's at, just go to woodtrampgear.com. You can find that on there, and you'll be glad you did. Your blades will be happy, happy, happy with you here. So, and I'm going to put it on these micarta scales also. really makes a knife feel happy. So there you got it. Again, that is your 2022 Knife of the Year, the LT Wright Aluminous 5. What a great knife. All these were great knives. We dropped that video yesterday, and you wouldn't believe how many emails that I have personally received in the last 24 hours wanting to know if I would be willing to get rid of some of these blades. And no, I don't do that. All right, so I appreciate it, and I thought you'd want to know about this bag. If you've got blades that you're really worried about, right here, Bone-Dri, you can pick this one up at Battle Box if you want to, but get out to their website and see what it is. So thanks for watching. I hope that helped you out. So until next time, you guys ride free, you live free, and as always, you be safe out there. And in this weather, you better keep warm too.